Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Bitcoin today from the 1 hour chart, and then of course remind you with the all-time history scenario. And of course on the 1 hour chart first, of course we are still looking here at a potential ABC, which it can be finished there for a wave Y in WX and Y, where we have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 impulse toward the downside. Now, of course, there is a possibility where those can transform to double 1, 2. Wave 3 and wave 4 might still be unfolding there and then pushing for lower. The wave 4, however, should not, of course, break the 74K 672 in this case scenario, where you might still, of course, get a wave 4 in case we don't reach this target. Now, currently on the lower time frame, we can see clearly that we have a double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5 finished, as we mentioned, for a wave A, or a wave 1 can be, of course, a possibility there, where we might have a wave 1, wave 2 yesterday, of course, at 0.38 was taken perfectly as an ABC, and we see, of course, another potential 1, 2 right now, 3, 4, and a 5 to unfold toward the upside. And that means, of course, you want to finish here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3 in case you are in a big 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or in case we are in an A, B, and a C. Of course, the wave C has to be finished also somewhere here next to the 1-to-1 fib level, taken from this wave A to the wave B. Yeah, so we are looking at least here for this price actually, which is 80K and around 81K and around it. Yeah, so we'll see, of course, how this is going to unfold, meaning a large A, B, and a C. Okay. Another scenario here can be, of course, that the wave A is finished over there, somehow wave A, and you got a running triangle A, B, C, D, and an E, and we push toward the upside. And this is, of course, still bullish, and we're still looking for higher. And of course, if this doesn't unfold, then of course something else is going on here. And that means, of course, it still can be unfinished a wave, a corrective wave over there for a Bitcoin. So that means we can still drop down for lower. It can, of course, I don't know, wave B then. It can be, of course, wave 2. Both of them, they can simply extend for lower just because they want to be bearish, for example. The market is not, of course, yet convinced with something to push toward the upside. And we see, of course, further lower prices. Okay, hopefully not. Hopefully we see a little bit of recovery there because we need it. And then a B and a C to unfold, or a wave 1 here and then a wave 2. Wave 2 given there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it can be even a larger wave 2. Don't forget, again, ABC again for wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This can be also unfolding, but how much is gonna be deeper? Well, you can follow, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level over there. So meaning, of course, 0.5 fib level that it can unfold for Bitcoin over there, guys. So yeah, at 67. So the next in confluence was 0.5, which is the next, of course, fib level. Yep, so this is regarding the 1 hour chart. If we go a little bit on the daily to see where are we right now and what we are looking for next. So basically on the channeling, we are still, of course, inside our base channel. So that means, of course, the bearish scenario, in case this is a wave 3 unfolding, has to get out again because it is unfinished wave 3. And it has to get out again, of course, of the base channel. Once we get out of here, that means, of course, yeah, very likely that we might drop down here for 5, turning those double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5 for a deeper wave 3. And that means, of course, you might be here in double 1, 2 again, and massive wave 3, and then 4, 5, 4, 5 to, of course, unfold toward the downside, guys. Okay, so this is regarding the channeling. Now, of course, a signal that we are going back into the scenario of a wave 3 is getting out of the base channel, meaning very bearish. Yeah, so this is regarding the channels. This is, of course, our label here for the wave 2 after a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Wave 1 finished. We are looking here at a deep correction a little bit, which is a WX and a Y. However, we are, of course, we are required to reach the 0.38, which is 56K at least here for Bitcoin in confluence, of course, with the stronghold area here technically, right? So we would like to see, after this drop of those 0.45, we would like to see the reaction over there, especially that the 1-to-1 fib level of AVAX NOI can still be around the 52K 200. And of course, that keep or preserve the scenario as WXNY, and we still can, of course, push toward the upside. It can be 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for later on for an A, B, and a C regular flat here, and then pushing for higher. Yeah, so it can be that Bitcoin can range in 3 ways here flat, and then pushing for higher, because of course, don't forget, this is a 1, 2, 3 for a major wave 3. That means, of course, we are waiting for a wave 3 over 3. Normally, when we do, we have a very shallow wave 2 reaching only the minimum requirement for wave 2. This is what a Bitcoin normally do as characteristic. We don't know if this is gonna happen 100%, but yeah, probability is high. So this is regarding the shallow wave 2. The deep wave 2 can, of course, be a catastrophe for the crypto market. Because of course, anyway, the whole crypto market is already at zero almost for the altcoins, and Bitcoin, of course, now facing this potential scenario in case, of course, that we are gonna unfold a massive wave 3, meaning we're gonna turn into 112, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 again for a wave 2, and that means, of course, a huge wave 1, 2 here to unfold later on for wave 3. Okay, so this is, of course, the most bearish scenario, and we'll see, and of course follow it based on this base channel. Yeah, and we'll see, of course, a wave 3 getting out, and we'll see, of course, if we gonna break the 1.0 fib level at 52K 200. If we break it, then okay, we dive deeper in a wave 3 here, very likely to be in a deep correction for Bitcoin. Okay guys, so that was it for the daily. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.